Hello, students. Welcome to Business Office Specialist Lesson 3.7. This is about making a budget, a budgeter, something you can finally make that's applicable to your daily life and it will keep track of your finances because I know you students go to 7-Eleven, go to the gas station, go to Walmart, go to McDonald's, go to Starbucks, and you spend, 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 and by the end of the month, oh shoot, I've spent 500 bucks. Little expenses add up, but this little thingy will really help you keep track of your spending. Now, 3.7, you want to pull this up and have it open while I go through it with you. Name this spreadsheet budget. Okay? So let's go ahead. Let's name this spreadsheet budget. Awesome. And I'm going to be flipping back between my two tabs on the right up here because one has the directions and the other one has my work. And yeah, so I'll show you that in step 3 in a second. Watch the whole video. You'll have to watch this whole thing to finish the assignment. It's not like my other assignments where you just watch as part of the YouTube video. You'll need the whole thing. So let's go through this. Start your work on the next sheet. So what does this mean? Now down here in the bottom, if you look at the bottom right here where it's kind of flashing on the bottom left, you cannot see my mouse, but you can see this little add button on the left side. If you click that add button, you'll add a sheet. Okay. Now I'm working on sheet 2. Right. I have sheet 1 on the directions here, this first tab, and my second tab I have on sheet 2. So if you look at the bottom, I have sheet 2. So work on the second sheet. Don't work down here. It's important that you don't work down here in the bottom like the other assignments. So let's go through the directions. Fill in your first cells down the A column. Insert total income, total expenses, total savings, what do you call it? Total savings, expense rate, savings rate. Be sure to leave spaces between the titles the way the video does it. So how do I want you to do it? Why, let me show you right here. So you want to go up here. Give me a second. Okay. Total income. Expenses. All right. I'm going to shorten this a bit. There we go. Total, this is what I mean by total. Just put a total right there. And I want you to give 2 spaces. Total savings. What else did it say? Expenses rate, savings rate. I think it's supposed to be expense rate. So let's do that. All right, what's next? Okay, I think that's it. So, income, it makes sense to make that green. So let's go ahead and make that green. I think a easier green would look better like this. Total expenses. What color is that going to be? Guess. It's going to be red. Total, let's leave that white for now. Usually you make that a really clear reverse, black and white. Total savings. Let's do yellow. You can choose whatever colors you want. And let's make this one even lighter red. Let's Make this one a even lighter green, just for fun. So it should look like this, and I want you to be sure to mark all your income as green, your expenses as red, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. Let's go through the directions. Fill in the first cells down to the color coordinate your titles, make total income green, total expenses red, total savings yellow. Let's do that. Let's do income first. So skip to, you're going to go to D right here. Income. Skip to, let's go to G. Expenses. Let's skip to, and let's go to savings. Excuse me, actually I want you to put savings on K. Okay. This should be green, red, and yellow. That's right, same one. I don't want anyone with, perfectionism to freak out here. We got to make this perfect, right? Or should I leave this one shade lighter than this yellow here? Just kidding. Center everything. Click the little box on the top left. Center text. Okay. So the top left box, what I mean is if you look at right here, I'm leading you from C all the way to A, and then there's a box here. Or I'm leading you from 5 all the way to 1, and then there's a box above it. There's this corner box you can click on. This corner box right here. You see where my mouse is? You can't see my mouse, so you got to see where things shift in the video. If you click in this box, everything is highlighted. Now, horizontal align, let's center everything. Excuse me. Okay. Now that everything is centered, you don't need to worry about anything else. If you type here, it'll be centered. If you type here, it'll be centered. If you type here, it'll be centered. Nice. What's next? Column D. Follow the video. Detailed walkthrough. Type in the cell income. Give the cell a green color. Then fill out income. Then type in categories job, side hustle, business. Then please add in. Okay. So I'm just giving you details exactly how I want you to do it. Here's what it looks like in the video. Here's what I want you to do. So under income, you're going to put job. What was the other one? Side hustle. Okay. Business. Any type of income you can put in this category. Just tell me what it's from. Gambling. Just kidding. And I believe it said 3,000 what? 3,250. Enter 500 and then 600, I believe. All right, cool. Select all and click the money sign to make all numbers appear as currency. Okay. Let's go over here. You go to the top left in this little corner again. Okay, I'm moving my mouse toward the top corner right here. You're going to highlight everything. And then, if you look at where my mouse is shifting, right here, format as currency. Click. Very nice. Did you see what happened to these three numbers? They turned into currency. Now, if you're a foreign exchange student and your Google account is from Europe, it might show up in euros. If you're so you want to make sure you have that setting correct. I want you to show dollars. Okay, income, complex equation. In column B, in front of total income cell, sum up all income, column E, with equals sum equation. All right. So, right here, that's where we're doing this work, right here. Let's zoom in a little bit. You're going to put equals, SUM, and it will tell you it'll show up with all these equations right here. You just want this first one right here. And what you're going to do is you're going to come up to E right here. You're going to click on the E. You're not going to click under it. You're just going to click on the E and then push enter. Now, no matter what you put in this column right here, no matter what you put in, this cell will add it all up. All right. So let's try it out. 500. Oh, suddenly it changed. 1 million trillion. Whoa. So this equation is set. It'll do whatever you add in here. It will change up here. Okay. Oh, was my face gone the whole time? Okay. Let's continue on. Try adding side hustle 2. Okay, so we just tested it out. I just added in 500 on the side and it worked. So let's keep that in side hustle 2, 500. Coolio. Step 11. So we got quite a few steps. We got 25 steps. Column G. Type out expenses in the first cell and give it a red color. Follow video instructions, detailed walkthrough. Okay, so I'm going to give you the instructions. Housing, water, utilities, insurance, entertainment, gas, and grocery. Please fill out all 8 expenses with this amount. So I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to do all this. And you can pause the video so you can have time to fill it all out. But I'm going to pause it so I can just fill it out really fast. Okay. So I just finished this. I think I got all the numbers correct. All right. Gas, grocery, 8 expenses. Okay. Okay. So this is what it should look like right here. I even put some descriptions on the side so you can tell what it is. Entertainment, movies, whatever it is, right? In the expense complex equate in column B in front of the total expense cell, sum up all income or expenses in column H. So same equation. I want you to do the same equation. This whole row, I want you to add right here with the sum equation. SUM, okay, and then I just click here on H. Right on the H. Enter. Very nice. My total expenses, almost $2,000. So you can see how this gets very specific for the sake of the assignment. In the future, you can use this and add and subtract however you want. It organizes it all and it puts it here for you. It's very nice. Let's continue. Equation test by adding entertainment, gas, and grocery. Okay. All right. Insert 50, 47, 123 total expenses. It didn't change. So I'm going to do that really fast. Okay, so I was just looking at my spreadsheet and it looks like I jumped ahead. I put these 2 steps together. But what you can do is you can test it out by just adding 1 trillion and see what happens to this row above. If it works, it works. So you should have this right here. Oh, excuse me. I think I missed housing. Yes, I'm trying to follow my own directions. No, that comes later. Okay. All right, let's continue. Column K, type in cell savings, then highlight the cell yellow. Include some savings categories with dates, Fidelity, M1. We've talked about Fidelity a little bit. You can invest with it. All right, so Fidelity and M1. How much did it say? Savings, complex equation. Okay. Okay, so for Fidelity and M1, here's what I want you to add. I want you to add 500 for Fidelity, 250 for M1. Just like that. Now, you're going to do the same thing with savings. Sum up the total equals SUM. Oops. SUM. And let's do L. So you should have 750 here so far. Pause the video at any point. This does get a little bit confusing. Let's continue on. Total complex equation. Follow the video and subtract total expenses from total income. Okay, so you're going to be up here. Equals. This. So you can just click right on the cell and then put minus this cell. Alright. So at B1 minus B2. Enter. So this is the answer of this cell minus this cell right here. Alright, so whatever you put in here, let's try 1 million savings. Your total should change too. Whoa, 1 million bucks. Let's try in expenses. 5 million expenses. You got sued or something and now you owe $5 million. Well, you're negative 49 million, whatever. Okay, so it looks like this total equation works. Let's continue on. Expense rate, complex equation. In the expense rate cell, divide total expenses by total income. Alright, so you're going to be right here in this red cell. Okay, and what I want to happen is B2 divided by B1. So let's try this. You learned complex equations earlier. Divided is this slash, B1. And there is a thing you must do to these two cells in a little bit. Okay, savings rate, complex equation. In the savings rate cell, divide total savings by total income. Alright, so that is this cell right here. And you want to take B6 divided by B1 equals B6 divided by B1. Excuse me, guys. Getting over this darn cough. Change expenses savings rate answers from dollars to percentages. Now let me go through that. It's pretty easy. I'm going to highlight both of these. And up here, look where my mouse is. Format as percent. Click on that. Now they are percentages. So it looks like you're spending about 40% of what you make. And it looks like you're saving about 15% of what you make. The general rule is you want to save 10 to 15% of what you make. So that's a good rule too. That's a good thing to hit. 750 right here. That's what we're looking for. What's the next step? Pause the video if you need to take a rest. We are, almost 20 minutes in. But once you do this once, you can have it the rest of your life and use it over and over again. It's pretty useful. In column A, add in more categories: housing, entertainment, and gas. Alright, so if you look at the picture right here, that's what I want you to do. So I'm going to do that really fast and I'm going to pause the video. Alright, right here. So I just did it. Count only housing in column G. This is a complex equation. Follow the video instructions. Sum if equation. Alright. Sum if. So let's try this out. So let's go to housing. So this is like your rent. This is your mortgage. Equals. Let's zoom in a little bit here. Let's zoom into 150 so you can see the equation. Equals sum if right here. So this will add anything under condition. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on G, sum if G, and then you're going to put a comma, criterion. So what this does is you want to say what it's looking for. All right. So you could put quotes, housing, end quote. That's what you want to do. And then it'll search and add anything that has anything that says housing next to it in this column. So you want to make sure your equation says exactly this right here, or else it'll mess up. So again, I'm going to push enter, and it found my rent, which was right here. Because it says housing right here, you want to type in this equation, you want to type in exactly what it says right here in your expenses. So the first thing in expenses is housing. It found housing, and then it found what categorizes housing in the H column. Now try that for entertainment equals some if range G, comma, quote, entertainment, whoops, all right, end quote, comma, and where you want it to find the numbers in H. Close your parentheses or just push enter. So in this column right here, it's 85. But right here I have entertainment 50, and then I have entertainment 35. So what it did was it only added up the entertainment categories. Pretty smart. How you can program these cells. And that's where you can really start getting creative. Now, do the same for gas. Pause the video here. See if you can type in this equation yourself. All right. So if you did the equation correctly, you should have 47 right here. If you put gas here, 1000, it will change gas on this side. Pretty neat. Pretty cool programming that you can do. Now, there's only a couple steps left. Pace yourself. Repeat step 21 for entertainment and gas. Let me... And the gas... Count the total amount of expenses for each category. Awesome. Name the sheet the current month. Okay. Name the sheet the current month. So, what you're going to do is down here on the sheets, you see where my mouse is? Down here on the sheets. You're going to double click, and then you can type whatever you want. So, let's rename. You can also right click on it. Rename the current month, which is May 2023. Awesome. And this is basically your May budget. You can let me show you. Duplicate that sheet, right click on the sheet, duplicate, then name the copy of the next month coming up. Be sure to erase the content for the duplicate. So what you're going to do, you're going to right click right here. You're going to right click. Okay, you see where I'm right clicking? Duplicate. And then you can change it to June 2023. Awesome. Now I'm in June right now, and it's the exact same. The only things I'm going to erase are everything in E, H, and L. Now, you can use this wherever you want. Now, duplicate it again. I'm going to name this template. So every time I need an extra one, I just duplicate this one and make a new month. So you only have to do this trick once. Okay, it's a very nice skill to have to create organizational spreadsheets. Look, now you got one. Awesome. So have a June one, or next month, have one for the current month, and have a template. I'm going to delete this one right here. Very nice. So turn this in. Again, I'm not just looking for the numbers here. I'm looking for the equations. I'm looking for the equations. See that? Okay, students, that's it. Be sure to share the document before you turn it in so I can see it. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you soon.